Have you ever thought about what time really means when it comes to money? Most people treat money like a simple loop. Earn, spend, save, maybe invest, but they forget the silent partner running the show. Time is the multiplier. It's the architect behind whether your choices build freedom or chains. Your financial life doesn't arrive all at once. It's assembled year by year, decade by decade. Every 10 years is a chapter that either makes the next one easier or heavier. Hit the right milestones and your future opens up. Ignore them and the gap between what could have been and what is becomes painfully hard to close. So today, let's walk that path from your 20s through your 60s and see how small actions, given enough time, can turn into big results. In your 20s, the point isn't luxury, it's structure. This is where your financial identity is born, where money either becomes a tool you command or a force that commands you. Start by killing the bad debt that eats your future while you sleep. Not every loan is a villain, but high-interest debt is a relentless one. Paying it off isn't glamorous, yet it's the closest thing to a guaranteed return you'll ever find. When that anchor lifts, build a real savings base. It doesn't need to be huge, it needs to exist, and it needs to grow. If your expenses are modest and you steadily invest a year or two of them by the time you're 30 into broad, boring, compounding assets, you create something rare at that age. The ability to breathe when life throws a curveball. Emergencies won't shatter you, opportunities won't pass you by, and you'll move from reacting to planning. Then lock in the habit that changes everything. Save 15% automatically. Live on the other 85% and let your future self get paid first. That single decision protects you from lifestyle creep and puts compounding to work in the background while you build skills, try things, and figure out who you're becoming. If you've ever thought about launching a channel or building a small brand, this is a great decade to plant that seed. The internet rewards time in the game. By your 30s, life gets louder, careers stabilize, families grow, bills stack up, and that noise can drown out the bigger picture unless you turn momentum into structure. Aim to have roughly 3 times your annual income invested by 40. It's not a trophy number. It's the point where compounding starts doing heavy lifting, even if you need to coast for a season. At the same time, clear every debt except maybe your mortgage. Complexity is the enemy of progress, and payments scattered across cards, cars, and loans turn your income into quicksand. Simplify, then push your savings rate toward 20% while maintaining a proper emergency fund. 6 to 12 months of expenses in cash might feel excessive until a job change, a medical bill, or a broken boiler arrives. That cushion means your investments keep working while life happens, and your peace of mind stays intact. The 30s are a balancing act. Grow and defend at once. Keep paying yourself first, keep it automatic, and remember the game is measured in decades, not weekends. Your 40s change the tone again. Time starts moving faster, and the question shifts from how much can I accumulate to how well am I structured? This is the decade to maximize tax-advantaged retirement contributions and push your savings rate higher if your debts are under control. Those extra dollars still have 20+ years to compound, and the difference they make later is enormous. Just as important, build at least one stream of income that doesn't rely on your day job. It doesn't need to be big, it needs to be independent. Rental income, a niche online product, dividends, consulting on what you already know. When money starts arriving from more than one direction, you stop being fragile and start being adaptable. And while you're optimizing the money coming in, protect what you've built with an estate plan, a basic will, a healthcare directive, and, where appropriate, a trust aren't about being morbid. They're about clarity for people you care about and control over what you've spent decades building. Then your 50s arrive, and here's the twist most people miss. This can be your most powerful decade if you handle it right. You may be earning the most you ever have, but the margin for error is smaller. Test drive your retirement for 3 to 6 months. Live on the income you expect later, draws from investments, pensions, benefits, and see how it feels. The spreadsheet version of retirement rarely matches the lived version. This trial reveals the gaps while you still have time to fix them. Prioritize becoming completely debt-free, mortgage included if possible. The moment those payments disappear, your expenses drop, your stress plummets, and your flexibility explodes. Aim to have at least 8 times your annual income invested by 60 and take advantage of catch-up contributions while you can. This is where precision pays off, where tightening a few screws can move your retirement date forward by years. Your 60s aren't an ending. they're a change in mission. Growth gives way to preservation. Decide when to take your benefits with strategy, not impulse. Starting early provides cash flow sooner, but locks in a lower amount for life. Waiting increases certainty later. There's no one-size-fits-all answer, only the version that aligns with your health, your savings, and your goals. Shift your portfolio towards stability and income, so a bad market year doesn't force hard choices. The aim isn't to double your money overnight, it's to make it last and match the life you want. And above all, define your purpose. Money is a tool, it isn't a destination. The happiest retirees aren't the ones with the biggest accounts, they're the ones who wake up with a reason to travel, mentor, build, volunteer, create. Purpose guides spending, shapes investing, and keeps the days meaningful. Step back and the arc becomes clear. Your 20s lay the foundation. Your 30s accelerate and protect. Your 40s optimize and diversify. Your 50s prepare and pressure test. Your 60s preserve and align. None of this requires perfection. It asks for progress. Even if you started late, the moment you take ownership, time starts working with you instead of against you. Every dollar saved, every debt cleared, every automatic transfer you refuse to skip, all of it compounds not only in your accounts, but in your confidence. Wealth is built in seasons, and each decade gives you another chance to reset and realign. Think of these milestones as road signs, not rules. They don't judge, they steer. Keep moving with clarity, consistency, and courage. And one day you'll look back and realize the future you wanted was built by the habits you kept when no one was watching. Thanks for watching InvestingFlix, where smart money learns smarter moves. Subscribe for more insights that grow your wealth.